met a little after high school. My wife was a beautician, and she came to the town I grew up in to work in that town, but she grew up 20 miles away in a little town, or 20 miles from us, but she had 4 brothers and 2 sisters. And I knew her whole family for maybe 10 or 15 years before I knew her. Anyway, we met.
I had to grow up first.
Yeah, I graduated high school and she was in 6th grade. Anyway, we met at a dance and I asked her for a date, and she wouldn't believe that I was who I was, so she turned me down. I had a brother living in the same town that she did, and one of my classmates was married to one of her brothers. So then she went and asked her brother's wife, they lived on the same farm, if there really was a Dave, Rausch. So then I called her back again for another date, and then she accepted us. So.
We went to the drive-in movie for Buck Night.
Anyway, we grew up 20 miles apart, and we have 4 children, 1 daughter and 3 sons. We got 12 grandchildren and 3 great-grandchildren. And the first of the grandchildren deceased 3 days after it was born, but is now in heaven. So we still have 2 living grandchildren. And anyway, I run a feedlot all my life, a livestock feedlot, and my wife was a beautician, and I told her she was working in town and we would start dating, and well, after we got married, we said that I told her, I said, you know, really, she wasn't hardly making nothing in town. I said I could use some help on the farm a lot more than what you're making in town. So then she started working. She quit beautician and she came to work on the farm, and she helped tremendously every day. We worked together all the time, and at one time I says, well, I need something else done, and she said, well, I think you're going to have to get another wife. I can only do so much. And I said, well, I think I can handle that. And she said, it wouldn't bother her at all. She said, I'd be too tired to do anything. So, anyway, I look at marriage as two people growing in love. I don't feel that when you're young and you get together that you're instantly in love. I think you're in heat at first, but not in love. but then you grow in love. It takes a while to get to love.
Doesn't like being honest.
When we got married, Dave was 27, and he had always said it would be a hot day in July before he got married. And it was. We got married on July 12th, and it was 112 that day in South Dakota, where we are from. And so I always say, we were not only married to each other, we got melted together.
Okay, we came to Victoria Palms in 05 and 07, and we stayed in the suites. Her brother and his wife, a classmate of mine, we came down together. First time we came down, we stayed a month. The second time for 6 weeks. And then we took a break, and then the last 5 years we've been here continuously, but we took a break because my mother was aging, and she did pass at 102, so then we came back again. But the year before she passed, my brother and my mother says, you might as well go down, or my brother's told me, he says, she might outlive you. He says, you might as well go down. So we came down, and so the last this is the 5th year in a row we've been here.
And as far as what keeps us together, for me, it's easy to be together with your best friend.
And my feeling is never go to bed angry at each other.
Amen. Amen.